Number 14, the grid below is a map of a local farm. Point H represents a horse, point C represents a cow, and point P represents a pig. We need to write the coordinates for the horse, the cow, and the pig. I have a reminder here for us that our first number in our ordered pair is the over number, so that we have to go over first and then we go up or down. In this case, we don't really need the down, so we're just going to go over then up. So the horse, we go over 3, up 6. The cow, we go over 2, up 4, so that would be 2, 4. And then the pig, we go over 7, up 1. Now the second part to this question, I actually retyped. It's on the next page of our review, but I paraphrased it, and the basic problem is the farmers want to place a goat no farther than 5 blocks away from the pig, cow, and horse. What are the possible locations? And the one thing you have to notice here, that you have to note in this question, it says no farther than. A lot of my students are thinking that this spot has to be perfectly 5 away from all of them, and I'm not sure that there's a spot that works for that. So what we need to do is, this is one of those times where you just kind of guess and check. You put a dot and you count from all those your letters and see if it's 5 away. So I'm going to go, the most obvious thing for me is let's put one in the middle. So let's put one right here, and then I'm just going to count to see if it's going to work for me here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the horse. That looks good. You can see, use my pointer instead, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the cow, and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the pig. So that actually looks like a winner. Now, is that the only answer? No, it's not. We can probably find some other points very close to that. So because I know that one works, what if I come over here one? I change colors so you can see the difference between. And then again, let's grab the pointer. 1, 2, 3 blocks away, good. 1, 2, 3, 4 away, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. Again, awesome. Alright, so now we have 2 dots. So let's look here. What if we put one here? Now it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are still good. Let's see if we can stretch this another dot. Go back to purple. Let's try here. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, still looking good. If we try to move any further, I think we're going to be too far. Actually, just wait, we might have another one right over here. Let's try this one. See if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Works for that one, and 1, 2, 3, 4 works for the horse. Another one would be, let's try to move down here and see if this one works. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, that one works there. And I found 2 more dots that work. You see this dot here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from the pig, and it works very nicely for the cow and the horse. And then this dot, we moved it 1 down, and we have 4 away from the pig, and then 5 away from the horse. So we really have 8 possibilities here as to where we can put the goat. So rather than just list one and possibly confuse anyone as to if their option was good, any one of these would work for the question with the where could the farmer put the goat. And again, a key with this question is to read it carefully. And it doesn't say that it has to be 5 away from all the animals. It says no farther than 5. That is a huge element of the question. Number 16, Jana solved the problem 13/20 minus 2/5, and she got the answer of 11/15. We need to explain how you know that Jana's answer is wrong without calculating an exact answer. And then for part B, we're actually going to go ahead and calculate that answer. So one thing that you may find helpful is if we just rewrite the question kind of stacking our fractions as we would typically write them, not on its side. So we get 13/20 minus 2/5 equals 11/15. All right, and here I found that once you rewrote it became pretty obvious what happened. She subtracted straight across, so that's a definite no-no. So she subtracted straight across. Now this is easy to do. After you've gone through and you've learned how to multiply, your brain just gets filled with all these different processes. So it's understandable why she did this, but it's important to note that it's not okay when you subtract. And then I wrote in blue underneath is that she needs to find common denominators first, which is exactly what we are going to do here for part B. So we are going to start by writing our problem. And I'm actually going to write it twice because depending on how you choose to solve this, there's going to be two different ways to go about it. What I would do, and the quicker option, would be if you realize that 5 can be turned into a 20 pretty easily by multiplying by 4. You do the same thing to the top and bottom, or we can make it a fraction. You multiply it by 4/4, and we get the new problem of 13/20 minus 8/20. Once you subtract, you get 5/20, and then we can jump in here and simplify both of these by 5/5, and we get 1/4. So that would be one way to go about it. Another way is some just prefer to cross multiply, or you might not have realized that 5 goes into 20, and that would look a little something like this. So you can see after cross multiplying, this was the 65, this was the 40, then you multiply your denominators together, then we get the answer of 25/100, which may or may not be easier to simplify than 5/20, but you can divide both the top and bottom by 25/25, and we get 1/4. So the actual answer to this question is 1/4, and just remember, when you add and subtract, you need to find common denominators before you do anything, and when you multiply, you can multiply straight across.